another episode of Oscar Pete Talks. That's right. We're closing the year out. We are part of the Memphis area / Shelby County area school district, all that stuff. They merged like a gang, like the Bloods and Crips should have did, but they figured it out. That's right. The county and the city came together to share the county dollars, and it ain't working out. It ain't working out. My guest today is an educator, poet, brilliant mind, one who wants to revolutionize the school / education program. Show it up for the beautiful, the intelligent Tracy Gailes, ladies and gentlemen. Show it up. We're gonna clap it up.
Good evening.
That's right. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
That's right. Since you are an educator, and I gotta let you know, I have a special place in my heart for teachers. You understand that? I come from a long line of women that were educated, that were married men that wasn't educated. That means something to me. You know what I'm saying? That you would take a grease monkey and give him a good life.
Yeah, I specialize in helping people levitate to higher levels.
Levitate?
Yeah, levitate to higher.
I don't think you should use that word with all these UFOs around here. We have a lot of levitation going on.
You're right.
But anyway, the big news in Memphis County, besides the crime, is people, how they feel about the superintendent and what she's doing and what she's not doing. That's right. You know, Memphis had a lot of superintendents. For real. I have seen people keep jobs long at the Waffle House than being a superintendent in Shelby County Schools, Memphis County. I'm just being real with you, for real. It's like we get a new superintendent. We change superintendents like, I don't know, like a rapper got hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake was on, then Drake fell off, then we got all these babies. That's how we got our superintendents. You know what I'm saying? All right. And you being a former teacher.
I'm a present teacher.
You're a present teacher. That's right. You're a present to be a teacher. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about the public school system as a whole?
The public school system as a whole, well, compulsory attendance, we need to look at the reason compulsory attendance even came into effect.
Hold on. What's that word?
Compulsory attendance, that's what mandated children to go to school a certain amount of days of a year.
Okay, this is not a Dr. Umar speech, is it?
It's my speech.
Let's hear it.
So the school system was created and compulsory attendance laws were made so that teachers could create an obedient class of workers to help fuel the Industrial Revolution. And that's how it all started.
They could have just kept slavery and saved some money.
I mean, the way we live in an enslaved manner, in that being that I have enough energy and enough money to go home and come back. It's almost equivalent to the master feeding me. The master's giving me enough money to feed myself in return.
So Rockefeller said they didn't want a nation of thinkers. They wanted a nation of workers.
That's correct. Even the design of the classroom, the square shape, means it's intended to dull and quell creativity. The spiral shapes in libraries encourage creative thinking. They didn't want creative workers. They need people that will follow instructions. And that's what the grading system actually measures, your level of obedience.
I agree at some point. Yeah, the penal system and the school system are pretty much the same thing.
They are.
Yeah. I don't know how to fix this. I really don't. Because think about it. A school of fish, when there's a school of fish, that's the only way you can get caught if you're in a school of fish. But the fish is by itself never get caught as much. But which is opposite, because if you drop out of school, you get caught. They got truants.
Right. Well, it needs to be dismantled. I mean, that's just how I feel, and that's a very bold thing for a teacher to say, but our system does not serve our children's individual success.
Well, they don't want successful people.
Right. They don't. You're right. Correct.
I mean, they took trades out of school. I mean, I knew something was wrong with school when I was 4th grade. When I saw this lady walk in and hit the dudes, count everybody and walk out. It's like
It was counting money. She was counting money.
No, actually, I don't know if the ages are right, because people fact check you and everything. But I know between Head Start and 3rd grade, they know, are you profiled to go to prison, Are you profiled to be a worker, or are you profiled to be a upper echelon of society?
Yeah,
And I think that's up, because there's I know Head Starts in nice communities. All the Head Starts are in the hood, which means your child's head start to prison.
Yeah, I mean that's really what
It's kind of
it is.
messed up.
I mean, there are many parallels in the prison system and the school system, the movement by bells, the uniform policies, the movement in the hallways, everyone to the right. There are many parallels, even the lunch. No one likes the
But
lunch.
why are we always blaming? Like, for instance, I come from a long line of educators. One of my grandmothers was an educator. Why are we always blaming the people that care the most? Because I got a lot of clients in OPOX that are teachers, and they come home crying, carrying it. They don't make a lot of money as it is. They take their money, buy kids coats, buy food,
Right.
pay the utility bill. I've seen teachers do a whole lot. They really
Right.
care, even if the system is messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I personally feel that, I see what teachers go through. I think the only way you can fix society is fix the most influential part of society, and that is teachers and parents. I think a lot of people is not smart enough to have kids. I'm being honest with you. That's the biggest problem. I see a lot of dummies with kids. The kids ain't dumb. The parents is dumb. They just say it. Most of you parents are stupid. You're stupid.
I won't go.
I would say it. Most of the parents are stupid. I said it.
I guess it just depends on how you define stupid.
Huh?
How do you define stupid?
Okay, number one, Corona proved during the pandemic. I ain't gonna call it pandemic. That proves how dumb parents are. For real. When they had to go through what teachers go through every day with their child, they find out how stupid they were. Not ignorant, stupid. Like, ignorance, I don't know no better, and was not introduced to the opportunity to learn better.
Well, we're babysitting, and that's really what the pandemic brought to the light. That we're babysitting. We're babysitting children while their parents are contributing to their system on top of that.
They're working.
Yeah, so while they're busy doing that occupation, we need to busy the children with irrelevant information. Mm-hmm. Because if I were to ask a person, name the top 5 most successful people. Can you name some of them?
Yeah.
Name them.
Strippers, drug dealers, basketball players.
Like, give them a name of a specific person.
Oh.
Specific people that you would consider some of the top most successful people that you
know
of.
I mean, it's not famous?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, you think of rich, you think about Jeff Bezos, you think about Bill Gates, you think about Elon Musk. Of course, they're going to throw Jay-Z in your face, LeBron James. None of these niggas finished college.
Right. Kind of what I'm getting to. So my next question is, do you feel like any of their successes would be tainted if they don't know the Pythagorean theorem, or if they don't know the difference between tone and mood? Does that really affect their level of success?
No.
Right. We're babysitting and pouring irrelevant, inapplicable information into the children.
Okay. I agree with you on that. I'm sorry I looked at my phone for a second, but I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I think we need to just...
It's working by design. Like, if you see that it is not what it should be,
it's process
it has to be
control.
dismantled.
It's really process control.
Okay.
And you're right, to tear the system down. But when you tear the system down, what would you suggest to be in place?
I mean, first of all, children need to be geared towards what they're actually good at. Like...
But how do you know what child good?
You give them a career, interest, inventory, assessment, survey. You give them.
I really think like it's China. I think you need to take an IQ test and have more than 2 kids. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, our biggest problem is in Memphis. It's a lot of dumb parents. I would say it. I don't care. It's a lot of dumb parents with kids. That's just the problem. The kids ain't dumb. The parents are.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you can't suck on the blunt in front of 2-year-olds.
Well, parenting classes, you think that's a good idea?
I think, this is me. This is how we're gonna fix the school system and every problem in society. We need to stop dummies from making babies. And I ain't talking about abortion and Plan B.
First, we need to decide what's actual education. Like, what do we actually need to provide children with?
Education. You're programming for.
Education means to bring out. So what is true education? To see the child, see what they're good at, and help them flourish in it. What are you saying?
But how can you see a child and help them flourish when you're too dumb and you're not flourishing? And I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of dumb parents complain about a school board that they have not tried to fix.
But it's not. It's messed up by design, and it's like so many people don't realize it. Like,
how you feel about homeschool?
Homeschool is the best thing. It's the best thing.
I agree with you.
It's the absolute best thing.
But if you got a dummy at home with the kids.
So, but you also, they're able to receive nurture. Like, there are times as a teacher, I'm not even allowed to nurture because of rules. That upsets me.
Well, I mean, when you look at parent, man, this is like kind of thrown off the subject matter, right? But parent, man, like once you sign a birth certificate, you sign it right over to the child, and you're paying to rent your own child back. That's why they give you a tax credit back.
I mean, to an extent, yeah.
You do not own your child because you can't whoop your child, discipline your child, or nothing. Because
right.
he's a ward. All children are wards of the state. So you sign a birth certificate.
Right.
They belong to the state.
Understood.
Like, for a fact, like when I was coming up, if I came to school with a bruise on me, nobody asked no question. They didn't. They knew my dad or my mom had to whoop me.
But it's ironic that now, you can't put your hands on your child, but the police can shoot them for not listening. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? Police can shoot the child.
Yeah.
Now they can say teachers can bring a gun to school.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's a terrible idea.
Why? I want to know why. How you feel? I agree with you. I want to hear why.
Well, I come across teachers right now without guns that will harm children any way possible with any excuse. I mean, if all we have to say is that we were in fear for our lives, I mean.
What is the test they give consists of for finding out if you have the mental wherewithal to teach?
That doesn't exist. Nor does it exist like with the police department. It doesn't exist. It should exist.
I think certain jobs of service, especially a teacher, and I'm only saying that because I graduated from historical school, East Side, class 93, Trojan. But our teachers cared about us.
Right.
Like,
they were probably allowed to.
Cared about us. When something happened, a teacher might come to your house. Like, it was like lean on me. Remember when Mr. Clark went to the house?
Yeah.
And said they're going to help the mom and the daughter? Right. We had teachers like that.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's a community-oriented situation.
Yeah. We lost community in the school. And I think parents got younger. And with youth comes stupidity. That's just that. A lot of parents just stupid.
I agree.
That's just that. I think that
we'll say ignorant, right? Because we could teach them, right? You think they're teachable?
Not most of them. The ones I've seen. I don't speak about what I've seen. I'm serious. Because the fact is, this is the truth. People feel their child is the only child in school. My child. Like your child ain't never did nothing wrong.
I agree. I'm there. I've dealt with some parents that.
Some of the stuff I hear from some teachers blows me away. I got one teacher that's a client of mine. She went back to teaching because she couldn't believe what she was seeing in her own church. You got fifth graders that didn't understand basic timetables.
Yeah, that's not shocking to me. I've been teaching math for 10 plus years. And they come to me in 6th grade not knowing multiplication. It's like, it's at least 60% of them don't know.
Only thing I hate about taking cursive out is, like, I understand cursive was something everybody should be able to have a signature, but I don't even talk in cursive. How can I write it?
Cursive writing is relevant.
But why won't have cursive talking? You ever thought about that?
Oh my God.
It should be cursive talking if we got cursive writing. Think about it. You got Spanish writing, English writing, French writing.
I mean, cursive
Mandarin.
is the style, right? It's not a language, it's style.
But you should be talking it.
Okay.
I think you should be talking. For real.
But yeah, cursive is important.
All your words like, my name is Oscar and I'm sitting over here doing nothing all day because I'm talking in cursive.
Oh my God.
I think that makes sense.
I hear that, but yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Back on a serious note. I refuse to blame people in the system that care, but I will say this right here. I agree with you. We need to tear the system down.
Absolutely.
Tear the system.
We need to teach our own children. We need to guide them in the way in which they are designed, like their natural abilities, their natural aptitude. Like, that's what needs to be done.
For real?
Yes.
So you believe that children are the future?
I do.
Teach them well and help them lead the way.
Yeah.
Show them all the beauty they have inside.
I agree.
Give them a sense of pride.
Yeah.
To make it easier. All right. I like songs like that. You ever heard that song, Young, Gifted, Black?
Yes.
Man, the first time I heard it, I cried.
Yeah.
Donna Hathaway sung to my soul. That's when I knew I could not get a GED. But I graduated by committee. So me and my homies, I did the English, the history, literature, social study. He did all the math.
Gotcha.
I had to sign my name on it. No, we had teamwork. Called synergy, people. It's a real thing. So you good at math, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my story about math is interesting.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the story about math. But tell about everybody your background.
Oh my goodness.
You ain't gotta tell about the stripping. You get
really?
Okay, then you gotta tell them that. 'Cause most teachers in Memphis strip before they.
Well, I'm a rebellious student turned rebellious teacher. Is really
stripper.
None of that is reality that he speaks.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But anyway, I didn't think that I would become a teacher, but I really became a teacher for students like me who didn't fit in for whatever reason. My reason was I was highly intelligent and I was bored. I didn't fit that mold that they wanted me to be a part of. That I'm now as a teacher supposed to place children in, but I won't, which is the reason why I get disciplined. Which is why I feel like if anybody exists in a corrupt system, a police officer or whatnot, and they're actually doing what's supposed to be done, they will be disciplined, scrutinized,
isolated. Became a problem.
Yes. So my math story is this. I still remember the day my 7th grade teacher put some pre-algebra rules on my desk. They were just explaining what. I read the whats, but they didn't stick with me because it didn't include the whys. I have always needed to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing or I won't do it. So the concept behind the mathematical concepts was not there. They'll say something like, these numbers disappear. They don't in fact disappear. One divides into another and the values are canceled. But what I'm saying is they didn't explain the processes. They just told me what was these math rules. So it didn't stick with me. So when I got older, I became a teacher. Math was not my strong suit, but I was forced to teach myself math. And as I did it, I understood the whys that I was never explained. So me understanding the concept behind the math helped me flourish with it. And I became a passionate math teacher. I've been a very passionate math teacher for 10 plus years.
Okay, so let's back up a second. You said you just know you're not going to do anything. I'll make sure I say this right. You didn't know why, right?
I do.
Or you're not going to do it?
Correct.
Stop breathing. Why are you breathing?
That's an involuntary function of the body.
I had to mess with you though.
Yeah.
Involuntary. Why are you looking? Why are you seeing? You know why you see?
I'm choosing to.
You choosing to see?
Yeah.
Okay. It's always my doing you like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time you say something deep, like, you know what? Let's find a problem.
Right.
I just don't like math when you try to give me an alphabet and I got to make it a number. I hate that crap.
I mean, it's really what I explain to my students is it's just like, well, kids don't do the cereal boxes anymore. But it's kind of like the 1 plus a blank box equals 4. Well, instead of the blank box, there's a letter now. You just got to figure out what the missing piece is. That's all.
It's not a missing piece.
There is a missing piece.
It disappears.
It does not.
This is dope. So, all right. I really believe that we need to go strictly to homeschooling. We don't need to work 8 hours a day.
Correct.
I don't think a teacher need to be with a child for 8 hours.
Correct.
I think the more that with the parent, if the parent are not stupid, they develop them. That's that. But the only way we can keep from having stupid parents, we got to enforce a ridiculous tax law to keep people from getting pregnant.
Oh my God.
I'm saying if you get rid of condoms, Plan B pills, and abortion, and you tell people if you get pregnant, and if a dude get a female pregnant, they're gonna be fined $30,000 a year for 7 years.
So what if they don't pay?
Huh?
What if they don't pay?
They go to jail.
Oh, debtor's prison.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You support that?
Or put them in put them somewhere like where nobody wants to be, like Idaho. You know what I'm saying? or Wyoming. Nobody wants to go to Idaho or Wyoming unless you just ain't got nothing else going on. Ship them off. I think we need to penalize all these women and all these dudes that's making kids that don't have defense. We give you an IQ test. If your IQ is, what's the average IQ? 110?
I'm not certain.
I'm gonna say 110.
Okay.
Right? Okay. We can say your IQ 1. If you're not at least 110, you cannot have
What are the consequences?
procreatable sex.
What are the consequences?
I just told you, you gotta pay $25,000 a year, and we gotta ship you a place with little to no amenities, like Idaho or Wyoming.
So you're gonna
overpopulate
those areas because
with a bunch of dummies.
People are going to have sex. They're going to.
That, I know, but we gotta. I'm just saying. I ain't saying. What I realize about people, the worse law you give them, the better they act. Like giving people more jail time ain't fixing that.
No.
All right. But hit them when it hurt. Or put a tattoo on his head like dumb parent. They gotta wear a tattoo on their forehead, dumb parent. Because you won't know you're a dumb parent until you get pregnant.
Really?
You don't know you're dumb. How you know my IQ is? I took the IQ test off. 102. Can't make no babies yet. Then I mess around, have 3 babies. They like, oh, dead. They come get me. They brand me on my forehead. Dumb parent.
I guess.
I'm cool with that. And think about it. So you know not to get pregnant by a dude that got a tattoo on that say dumb parent. And you know, and dude know not to date a female that got a dumb parent on forehead.
Okay.
I think this make a lot of sense. I think if Trump here it is, we have eradicated children out of wedlock.
Oh, contact them and I guess see how far that goes.
Yeah, think about it. Y'all stop complaining about this superintendent. Y'all stop complaining about the school system. All right.
I mean, the majority.
Quit your job and stay at home and raise your kids. When you're young.
And how did they solve the income issue?
What income?
From home. I'm saying if they don't go to work, how do they make income?
Well, if everybody don't go to work, who needs income?
I understand everybody not going to work would start a movement, but that's an entirely different subject.
Yeah. Well, we live in a capitalist society, which is crazy, which is ran to work you till you die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people understand where retirement come from. You know where retirement come from?
Where?
What do you think?
Tell me. Enlighten me.
Slavery. If I was a good slave and I did not cause any problems, didn't try to run away, didn't sass, did my work. Only time he had to whip me when he had to make a group whipping. Well, I was a good boy. And I worked till I got old and tired. They said, boy, you tired. Sit over there and watch everybody else work. He retired him. he was tired. He was too tired to do anything else. So he double tired him, so he retired.
I get.
That's why y'all always see them old men on the job. You can't do what I do. You ain't got your time in yet. You got to get your time in.
Well,
that came from slavery.
All of America is a prison, like, in real life. Like,
if you wrapped up in capitalism, you look like one of my favorite comedians, George Carlson said, no one is free. You just have a couple privileges.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's it.
Yeah, some people have more privileges than others.
You'd be surprised how many people are rushing to be middle class. Don't know, middle class is the worst place to be as a black person.
It's like when people get paid more money, it's just like the Frederick Douglass book. The slaves were happy to work at the Great House Farm, the richest plantation. It's still a plantation. Yeah. It's still a plantation. But you got people arguing over who works at the better plantation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the same about NFL. I be seeing like teams fight. Y'all work for the same company. So if you're a 49er and you don't like Dallas, y'all work for the same company.
Absolutely.
The NFL is one company.
Right.
You just a franchise. One work for Checkers, the other one work for Burger King.
Right. And still use slave language. Trading.
Yeah, trading. Yeah, they do. People don't pay attention to that though. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of wild when you start talking about the school system and everything. It's never been a school system. It's been a penal system.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It is. Penal system.
They're the same places. They really are the same places.
With that being said, people, black people need to boycott bunk beds. Bunk beds are a gateway to prison because that's what they sleep in prison, bunk beds. I want to let you know. Do not put your kid on a bunk bed at all. Okay, they're bad for the back. It's a memory foam that has no memory. Okay, I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm deep, girl. I'm telling you. It's good that I had a teacher come in and talk about the school system. If you can change one thing to start reform, what'll be that first thing you change?
There's no reform. It has to be completely dismantled and something else needs to be put in place. The question is what should the purpose actually be? Because the purpose is not for our children to flourish as individuals. It's not what it is. So we have to first as a community come together and decide what do we need for our children, what do we want for our children. And then from there, that's how we build education and what skills need to be taught, what lessons need to be imparted, things of that nature.
Well, I think that we need to get away from the so-called white Anglo-Saxon Protestant denomination completely and do our own thing.
Absolutely.
Because we need to grow our own food. We need female trees. I'm so sick and tired of all these trees are gay. All these a lot of gay trees. I mean, ain't no female trees. Who they mating with? All this pollen.
Yeah.
On the like if I shoot pollen out, then another tree shoot pollen out. We pollen spraying. You know what I'm saying? It's just not cool. Two male trees shooting pollen on each other. You wonder why everybody got sinus and allergies.
You're right.
Because there's no female trees say, "Ooh, put that pollen on me, baby." It's not. No female trees are over here. It's crazy.
You're right. We need to fix that.
Yeah, we need to fix that. We need to fix the trees. We need to fix the food. We need to stop going to groceries, stores.
I agree. I agree.
Like I'm old school. I remember my mom used to give me castor oil and cod liver oil twice a year.
My dad gave me a little of that.
Yeah. And I don't remember getting sick until I got like start eating on my own. Yeah. Like really eating on my own, like 16, 17. I don't get like sick.
Right.
My mom used to do stupid stuff like this right here. What? Angie got the chicken pox, but let me bring Oscar over there so he can get it. What? You know what I'm saying? You want to take me to the disease? Yeah, but that's how it was, though. Let's go and get it out of the way right now.
Right. Because it's coming. Might as well.
Might as well go get it right there. Oscar, over there with your cousin, play with me. They got chicken pox. Well, next month she got the month. I'm bring Oscar over there, let him get it. That's how fair used to do back in the day. He's like a whole group of cousins, all of with calamine lotion. It's right.
Oh, I remember the pink lotion.
Calamine lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I would say that I boldly say that I had, even though it was a flawed system, because our school was historically black, they prepared us for society. And they taught us community. They taught us to call upon ourselves before we call upon anyone else. And they told us that we the question and the answer. So shout out to Mr. Rice, shout out to Ned Towell, Ms. Isaac, Miss White, Coach White, yeah, Coach Cox. We had some amazing instructors, Mr. Parker. I'm naming all my instructors. I remember.
Yeah, please do. They deserve it. They really do.
So
our jobs are hard.
I wouldn't be anything, one for mine, Mr. Rice and Mr. L was telling me, yo, my man, you need to finish high school because none of your brothers and sisters finish school. They put that pressure on me.
Right.
So I said, Pokey, keep doing my math and science so I can graduate.
Silly.
Keep doing my math and science so I graduate on time. Very scared like, oh, y'all, keep doing math and science so I can graduate on time. But, yeah, it's a flawed system, man, and I ain't mad at the superintendent. I am. No. I'm not. But you want to know something so crazy about it? I don't think I hate about it. Every time, put that on silent, please. They're like you in church. Excuse me, Pastor. Let me silence my cell phone.
My apologies.
You mind. Anyway, every time a black person in leadership and their flaws are the same flaws as someone they replaced that wasn't white, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't say nothing. Soon as a black person get off and do something stupid, something go wild, they didn't do this and they didn't do that.
I agree. I mean, but that's a mentality that needs to change.
That's part of the school system.
It is. The school system is an extension.
The only thing to fix is right. We need to bring an Asian beauty supply store owner in to run the school system. That's gonna fix everything.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, please, you have all these pink wigs walking around in school, all these little glorrillas, and
oh my God!
And what's the other one name? What's the other little female name out of St. Louis? Ski. What's her name?
Shoot. Keep
You
up
know?
with these girls.
I know.
Sexy Red. Who the? Who?
Yeah, Sexy Red. You know, she
Okay.
ain't sexy or red.
Right.
But anyway, but her, yeah, Sexy Red. Yeah, so I remember saying we have all these wigs and all this right here. We good. So it's like, hey, man, I don't know the answer. All I can say is like every time there's a problem, I just go to one movie. What movie you think that is? You ever seen the movie The Mac?
No,
You never seen the movie The Mac?
I've never seen.
Hey, you grew up in Memphis?
That's correct.
We need to talk to your daddy. Every black person grew up in Memphis should have seen The Mac.
Well, I have to do something about
Watch
that
The
later.
Mac. It's a scene on the park bench. Whenever there's a problem with black people, I go to that scene. What we need to do is start over. We got to kill everybody. Start over. That's what the brother said. Makes sense. Got to get rid of the pimps, the preachers, the drug dealers, the prostitutes. And that's the only part about it. I think we should keep the prostitutes.
No, stop.
Prostitutes make great wives.
Really?
Yeah. I think we need more. We need prostitutes to be teachers. And we get them sisters off Lamar and South Third, Bellevue, and what's the other street? Sumner. Don't ask me how I know. But anyway, I don't ask me how I know they over there. But
Right.
need to get them, make them instructors. Yeah, that'll work. That'll start. You don't think so?
No.
No. Just tear the system down. That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
Just
Withdraw. We have to
throw
withdraw.
a grenade in. Poof.
Yeah, we have to withdraw.
You have to withdraw?
Yeah.
Okay. And we hearing this from a instructor, a teacher, a former bad student turned educator of bad students. One who don't think parents are stupid.
I mean, I think parents can be worked with. At the end of the day, no matter how bad the parent is, the parent still, I believe, desires to be good. Just might have to change their perspectives a little bit.
You are extremely delusional if you think that's true. That is not true.
I think even the crackhead mom wants the best for her child. She might not be able to provide that, but I think she wants that.
No, you know what? That was I felt that one. That's like an interlude to a Tyler Perry movie. Did you feel something over there? I felt something like, oh. We're about to wrap up, man. This has been a great conversation. Great conversation.
I agree.
You are a rebel. You before your time. You got to do something about it. I think you should put together the perfect, don't call it curriculum, new order of proper learning. New order of proper learning.
Okay.
Put it together. And let's see if we got a bunch of brothers and sisters with money that's going to say, you know, she right. All right. We need people to galvanize around you the way they do AAU tournaments.
A lot of people, though, will choose the free option. So free option is what we're arguing about.
Everything free ain't good for you.
Right. It comes with a cost. Everything comes with a price.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Gotcha.
If it's free, you are the product.
What's that school where they might have like 3 students in there per classroom? It's a type of school that they use.
I'm
I
not
heard somebody talk about it. Like, it's on. Ugh.
not familiar.
Each class might have 3 students in it.
Well, that makes more sense because
Yeah.
you can see their individual.
Like Ivy League schools don't have a lot of students in the classroom.
But like it's because, like I said, with the prisons, just like the classrooms, how full they are determines how much money comes in. So they would never want a 3-student classroom based on it.
Gotcha. That's messed up. So they know what they're doing. AI is about to replace a lot of people with no skill set.
I agree. They've got AI teachers in Asia already. And also, I think virtual teachers are going to become a thing where one teacher can be broadcast to thousands of students, and the labor force is cut drastically for teachers even. Then, of course, they'll need babysitters again. They'll figure that out, though, I'm sure.
Rage against machine. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
I just want to be, when AI really take over, I don't want to be Will Smith in I Am Legend. I want to die way early than that. I don't want to be the last Negro talking to no dog. That's depressing.
Yeah, that would
I
be.
want to die in love with somebody and a robot take me out. We looking at each other. I don't want to talk to no robots and mannequins. No, I don't want to do it. AI is here. Nothing we do about it. But AI always been here. We ain't paying attention.
When? When?
We're artificial intelligence. When they were putting artificial colors in food, that's artificial intelligence. G.I. Joe was not lying. Cobra Commander been here. I'm telling you, them cartoons be telling you some stuff. Cobra Commander with nanotechnology is real. So food change, mess with your mind. And,
It does.
And alter your thoughts.
It does.
Then they give hot Takis and all of a sudden one of all these women got beards. It's crazy. Like y'all be eating hot food. That's right there. That's emasculating women. Like I know when women start eating flaming hot Cheetos, everybody been talking about, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man.
Well, there's a lot of things that contribute to that, but yeah, I'm sure that contributes.
Hot
well.
Cheetos.
It's not just hot Cheetos.
Mainly.
It's society. Like,
think so?
Yes. Like even pointing to single mother gets more money than mother with father, like from the government.
Yeah, I don't like talking about single mothers. I don't.
Why is that?
They get a bad rap.
I mean, I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Single mothers get a bad rap. That's a problem in school. Too many single mothers.
I will say there needs to be a male present, and I just want to.
School system.
Yes, because the other day I've been teaching middle school for years. I just came back to pre-K. The other day they had gingerbreads with dads, and the children, with the fathers in the room, the children felt incredibly balanced, and it was a beautiful thing.
So you think it should be a female and male energy equal?
Yes.
So you can kill that with one stone by bringing a transgender in school.
Oh no!
Teach.
Hell no! What the?
I mean, they've tried that.
That's not at all what I speak of. We're not asking about confused or delusional individuals. That's not what we're speaking of.
I agree with you. But I do think in your, what we're gonna call your new school plan, the new wave of power learning, something like that. Something I thought of. They can roll the tape back later. But anyway, I think we need to have domestic violence class in schools.
Well, like what was that consist of?
The proper way to restrain a woman without hurting her.
Why would a male need to restrain a female?
I mean, domestic violence, I think have a class not hitting a woman or hurting her.
But why? But no, even restraining is abusive. That's abusive. Like if I can't escape, I'm being.
When I say restrain, like you doing something and he's trying to get away. I think we need to teach scenarios where how to neutralize the situation by hurting her. Like for instance, I'm serious. I think we need to teach domestic violence, like the proper way to shake a woman.
No, that doesn't.
The shakes.
No.
For real.
No, it doesn't.
You know how many times a good shake that made me act right.
That's terrible advice.
Do you think that's terrible advice?
To the public.
What's not hitting you is shut up. Just pull off like that.
That's abusive.
We got a time.
That's abusive.
Time to shake.
That is abusive.
This right here?
Abuse.
Well, people get shook all the time.
That doesn't make it not abuse.
But if you're having a car accident, what you ever been in a car accident or shook by a man?
What the?
Which one you rather have?
I don't.
Car accident?
I don't.
You don't want me to check?
I'm not answering this question.
You not answering?
Those are terrible.
Okay, you don't think it should be a domestic violence class?
I don't.
Okay. Self-defense?
For whom?
Gun training in school.
For whom?
For school, for kids.
They're children. They're under.
Okay, check this out. I'm ex-military. Runs ex-military. Children learn about guns at a very young age in other countries. That's why I don't have kids bring guns to school and kids not getting shot.
I don't know if that's a direct causal relationship.
So if you teach children proper gun training and domestic violence training, they'll know when. Like for instance, no man should ever put his hand on a woman unless she hit him first. Right? I mean, you got a son, right?
I mean, this what
you have a son, right?
Yes.
So if the female is hitting him in school, because you know these girls look wild, especially if they got a green wig. Stop! You mean tell me you gonna tell your son what?
My lesson to my son and my sons as I adopt each child that I teach.
That's a bar.
I tell my young men I don't expect for them to hit any young ladies, But I also tell the young ladies, I don't expect for you to place yourself in a position of a man and hit him first. Like once you do that, you kind of give up your right to be treated
That's what I'm talking about.
as an inferior. Yeah, physically anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I truly believe that we should implement shaking.
What?
A shake.
No, shaking a
No,
child
I
would
think
be.
about it. It's a way you shake one. Like you grab them slightly above the elbows.
You shouldn't,
Pull their
but no,
arms in
you
tight to
shouldn't.
their body.
No,
And hit them
but
like
you
this.
shouldn't need to be physical.
No, you shouldn't. But it should be taught that a shake will restrain a woman
In a proper relationship, there's no physical violence.
What is a proper relationship?
One that's healthy.
I do not believe in violence. Okay, but let's be real. If I'm dating a MMA fighter,
but why would you do that?
I don't want to date one. But if I happen to find one, and that's our love language, we shaking. She getting shook.
Really?
If she step out of play, I gotta shake her. Cause she might put me sleep. And I won't be tapping her legs like this.
Most women aren't MMA fighters, so.
Okay. Maybe this conversation went the wrong way.
It did.
What I'm saying is we should implement domestic violence.
I thought we moved past that.
Anti-domestic violence for young men.
Okay.
That makes sense.
A healthy way to express their emotions.
No, men and boys should express their emotion. That's not a problem.
They know, but they will express their emotions.
But they shouldn't though, because they grow up with a bunch of women. Young men,
No.
you're supposed to hold everything in until you're 60 and die of a heart attack,
Oh my
just
God.
like black men did back in the 90s. Stop expressing yourself.
It'll be expressed, even if it's in an unacceptable, angry manner. It'll be expressed. So I'm saying we need to figure out healthy ways to express.
Give me some examples.
Write
a poem.
Right. I was thinking that. You could write a poem.
I want to beat her butt, but I can't.
So boys, like through physical sports, that's a healthy outlet. I mean, boys and girls.
But most sports are violent that boys want to express themselves in.
Not necessarily.
Football is violent.
Okay, well, except for football.
Okay. M&A. Boxing.
Okay, well, there are many non-violent sports that one could.
But how can I express myself without? I want to use violence, but I can't use violence.
So then you have to learn how to reroute that. That's kind of like, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to how I've even shown kids examples of how I received an email that upset me, but I can't say it directly. There's a way.
Okay, I'm going to say this right here, and I'm literally going to speak for a man that grew up with a father and uncles and big brothers. We're naturally, competitive, and we express ourselves physically, not necessarily violent. You just have to train a boy to know his limits. Right? Like I tell my son, don't hit no female and walk away. If they get too close, neutralize the target. Neutralize the threat. That's why I train my son. Mm-hmm. And I don't play mama jokes, of course. He don't do mama jokes. I don't even do your mama this. And I don't play that. We got to fight. And when I was in school, a couple times I fought was over mama jokes. I do not do mama jokes. And I'm funny. I do not do mama jokes. I love my mama.
Right.
Okay? So I train my son to say, look, like my uncles and my dad told me, if you can walk away, walk away.
Right.
But if you have to engage. You know what I mean? But most time you can't walk away. And I tell my son when it comes to women, and she hit you first, obviously she want to be treated fairly.
I remember my father told me when I was about 12 years old to never stand in the way of a man trying to leave. I think that's her duty. Like if he can walk away, like you said, get out of his way and let him walk away.
Okay. So I think the superintendent, you need to just walk away. Ma'am, walk away. This is a failed experiment. Don't worry about it. You can go to Nashville. They'll hire you with no problem. They know Memphis messed up.
They still have to pay her. They still have to pay her. So, it's almost a good scenario.
Oh, that sucks. Hey, we got to leave on this. This has been my guest, Tracy Gailes. The Gailes.
Gailes.
I don't know why I be saying Gailes. Gailes.
Yeah.
Tracy Gailes. Tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook.
Why you look like you don't know?
I wasn't prepared for that question. Tracy Gailes, TracyGailes.
Okay. All right. And she's also a tutor, right?
I am a tutor.
All right,
Did you say tutorer? You need my service.
Tutorer?
That's what
Are
you
you
just said. I am.
Or you a tutorer?
No. That's not how that works. But yeah.
She's a tutor. Tutor or tutorer?
Tutor.
But you're tutoring people, right?
I mean, we could go into lots of arguments of how irregular the English language is, but that's,
But as long as you understand what I'm saying.
You're supposed to know, though.
Huh?
You're just supposed to know.
Okay, she's a tutorer. I like tutorer.
I'm not. I'm a tutor.
Tutorer mean like you're doing cocaine, ain't it? I'm tutoring. Tutoring.
Oh my God.
I'm a tutorer.
I think.
Hey, we got to close on that.
We should.
We had a good time here at Oscar Talks. Catch us next weekend where we have some more wonderful people to have a conversation with. We out. God bless. We'll see y'all next week.